Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We're in a bit of a pickle in that the quest line seems to have bugged, and supposedly at this point there's supposed to be a closing ceremonies button I'm supposed to be able to hit. But I'm guessing it's because that this here did not complete even though we did it. And we needed to have this done in order for this to trigger. So the fix that I have found is using Toybox again, which of course we used way back when we were really experimenting with mods a little bit, back in like Act 1 or 2, in the beginning of the game. But apparently somewhere in here, and I probably should have looked this up a little better, is a way to move forward in this. And actually, I really should have, I thought it would be more simple to find than this. So I might have to, is it quests? Probably in quests. Hide completed, show unrevealed steps. Inspect quests. Why is it just that quest? Ah, okay, here we go. So we're in, no. Your bones will join, no. Last steps, no. Messenger for the Grand Masquerade. Here we are. Okay. Return to the festival started. So this quest here, can I complete it? Complete. Okay. Have fun at the festival. So now that should be completed, right? Alright. So now maybe if I save that and close it. Is that okay? So we would have done that. So now it's just return to the festival. Is there a button to press here now? That's just a dancing festival. Yeah, there's supposed to be a closing ceremonies thing. Somewhere. But I don't see it. Okay, that did not work. Okay. So what happens when I complete that? Let's see. After centuries, blah 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 blah. If I complete that, we'll... Alright, so I've returned to the festival. Now, is there something here?
Move out!
Uh-oh. What if I dance? Maybe it just needs to reset the UI or something. Let me pull up the thing I was looking at too. Let's see. I have found a fix to it. So DL6 closing ceremony. To look for among the etudes. I don't even know what etudes are. Maybe when you come up here, show unrevealed steps. Yeah, show all that. This one. Inspect. I don't even know what all this is. But I guess if we just click maybe start quest, we'll be alright here. If I start. Watch the closing ceremony take place on stage. Okay, and I save that, and now Hmm. This is a bit of an issue, huh? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I think I see. So, inspect. And there should be a show objects from scene button here. Hmm. Is this not where we're supposed to be at? It'll show Knowles empties. I don't know. Quest objective state started. Hmm. Is this the wrong one? Was it supposed to be return to the festival? I don't see the DL6 closing ceremony. Is this the wrong spot? Among the etudes. I don't know what etudes are. Oh, right here. Blueprints loading. Oh, okay. We might have to like reload to get to the stuff we were looking for. I guess we gotta wait for these blueprints to load. We'll see. We'll see. And normally I wouldn't have you guys watch this stuff, but who am I kidding? I make you guys watch everything. Okay. So now, can I search for it in here? DL6. Can both miraculously fix your broken progression or it can break it even further. Hey. It's fun to read, huh? That didn't work. Can I make this any bigger? Okay, DL6 is what we're looking for. Is it DLC 6? No, it's just DL6. Ah, jeez. Might be within this, maybe? DL6. Romance event? Wait a minute. Hold on just a minute. Closing ceremonies is what we're looking for, but... Premium records, achievements, areas. Under elements. Huh. It's not over here, is it? I think these are areas, so I don't know what that would entail. We're gonna find it eventually, guys. Don't you worry. This is a bit annoying. Also not seeing I don't know. Maybe if we search closing. Closing ceremonies. 9 elements. So show objects from scenes. Start the RE. If I click that. And save it. Aha! Wait for the performance. Did this fix it?
And now, the
Jesus.
main event of the day. Please welcome the Knight Commander.
You don't have to yell at me.
I'd like to invite all the Knight Commanders to come nearer the stage for the judging of the best Knight Commander impersonator. Please step forward.
The herald pauses for effect.
Hurry up! It won't take long. You'll be parting with your friends and companions again in no time.
The herald's voice hardens. He scans the crowd as if looking for you, and you realize that his words are addressed specifically to you.
Wait a minute. Do you see that mask? Oh, they tricked us, the scum. They played us like a fiddle.
What's wrong with the mask?
Take a closer look. That carnival mask is a perfect match for the ones worn by Razmir's cultists. On the face of the herald himself. Here we were looking for spies who'd managed to sneak into the festival, and they were the ones organizing it all along.
How'd you manage to miss something like that?
I made a mistake. We took all possible measures to ensure that no demons or demon worshippers could sneak into the festival. We didn't consider ordinary spies.
That sounds rather ominous.
I'll say, he's challenging you, Commander. In full view of everyone, but so that no one but you realizes what's going on. He's talking about your companions. He's just announced right on stage that he's the one who kidnapped them. He has your entire party hostage.
This seems like a trap.
Of course. But it's too early to give up. So the Razmiri cultists took us by surprise. Too bad. I still have some contingency plans up my sleeve.
How does this guy have my cape? This is a one-of-a-kind cape. I'm going, alright, I'm going. Let's see what they have in store for me.
Go ahead, Commander. I've got your back.
The contestants have lined up near the stage. Some of them look like they could be your twin, while others are not even close. Amidst the joyful chatter of the crowd, the herald slowly walks among the contenders, gazing intently into each face.
Let's give a round of applause to our participants. How much effort has gone into these costumes? How much talent and ingenuity? But only one will be the winner. Only one will get the prize. A journey into the wonderful world of luxury. Let's hear it for the contestants.
The herald stops in front of you, and his eyes smile through slits in his mask.
This is our winner. Come up to the stage, Commander.
Look at me run, I'm so happy. Yay, I win.
First prize, Commander.
Oh, he looks badass.
Be proud. Few are given such an honor. You have earned a personal audience with me, the living god, Razmir himself.
Oh shit. No wonder you look badass. He says it softly, his voice barely audible over the cheering crowd. So your name is Razmir. Who are you?
You'd best keep quiet, Knight Commander. We'll talk later, face to face. What's this? Oh, it seems I underestimated you. I suppose I can answer a question or two, but let's not interrupt the spectacle. No need to worry our audience unnecessarily, and certainly no need to waste my precious time.
Razmir casts a spell, but it dissipates easily, leaving you unharmed.
All right, a short sermon for the unenlightened. Before you stands a living deity, the patron of luxury, law, and obedience, the great Razmir, ruler of Razmeran. You may bow. Don't bother. After all, people talk about you as if you are a myth incarnate. One could say you're almost my equal.
Razmir's voice is heavy with venomous sarcasm. The name has a familiar ring to it, like an echo from the distant past. Perhaps he has a small following of believers in Galarian. How the fuck are we failing this? We literally just learned all that. Like, I know Manarach's been hit across the head a couple times during this campaign, but Jesus. If you wanted to talk, you could have just sent an ambassador to Dresden. Why all this drama?
In Dresden, your citadel, we'd have talked on your terms before entering into any negotiations. I always try to secure the most advantageous position for myself. As a fellow strategist, I'm sure you understand.
I mean, you do know Canabras is under my control too, right? What do you want?
What I want is for us to speak privately, away from prying eyes. You don't want your secret to become public knowledge, do you? Let the crowd believe their fairy tale about their mythical hero. It's good for them. Let's finish the show, and we'll do the negotiations backstage.
What have you done with my companions?
Nothing untoward for now. They're my guests. Merely insurance in case you decide to put up a fight. I give you my word. If our negotiations proceed peacefully, I will return all of you safely to Canabras.
You'll regret crossing me.
You've no idea how many times I've heard that. And you know what? I never end up being the one regretting it.
First time for everything.
And so, here is our winner.
Razmir addresses the crowd again, his commanding voice filling the square. Rovus still remains among the crowd. He waves frantically at someone and points in your direction.
And here is his prize.
Rovus, no! Brave. Very brave of him. Looks like a nice place. Ooh. Fate is a convenient concept for explaining the unexplainable. Why does an individual always find themselves in difficult circumstances? What makes someone lucky or unlucky? The answer is simple. Fate. Even now, in this age of lost omens, people still resort to such explanations. The commander attracts adventure wherever he goes, a tendency that should be studied, not hastily dismissed with the pseudo-explanation of fate. The portal opens in an unfamiliar dungeon, dank and bleak, a stark contrast to the pleasant square in Canabras. The commander thought he saw Rovus dash through the portal after him before it closed. However, the new head of the Eagle Watch is nowhere to be seen. "Welcome to Razmeran," comes a condescending voice. "Please, don't move. We must finish the spell." The approving whispers of the speaker's cultist minions echo behind him. The commander is sitting on a chair in the center of a dark chamber. He decides to quickly look around, unleash the full force of his mythic power upon Razmir, steadfastly endure the spells that Razmir is about to cast on him. Quickly look around. Razmir's face is concealed by an impassive white mask, as are the faces of his minions, crowding behind him. "I have many questions for you, self-styled commander, and you will have plenty of time to answer them." A chuckle seems to come from beneath the mask. "But first, let me block your so-called mythic powers. We wouldn't want to make a scene now, would we?" Razmir gives the signal, and the minions begin moving their hands in magical gestures. The time for action has come, and the commander decides to unleash the full force of his mythic powers upon Razmir. Let's see if they can stop me. The commander feels the familiar tension building up inside him, but the tension does not find its expected release. Only a small portion of power hits Razmir in the chest, but it is enough to hurl him against the wall. "Increase the pressure," orders Razmir as he staggers out through the doorway. His cultists close rank. Their concerted magic is somehow holding the commander's power at bay inside his body. The commander must escape before the unknown magic binds him permanently. He has no choice but to deftly slip past the cultists to the door. It's probably a success. Yep. Run headlong through the line of cultists. Yeah, that's a success too. Steadfastly endure the spells. Now we're going to run headlong. The commander swiftly dashes past his captors and leaps out into the hallway, slamming the door behind him. The cultists only shriek in surprise and helplessly stumble over one another in their attempt to catch him. A long tunnel leads straight ahead. Cell doors flash past on the left and the right, but there is not a soul to be seen. Finally, the tunnel ends, and the commander is standing at the foot of a staircase leading up. At the same time, he hears muffled sounds coming from an inconspicuous door under the stairs. The commander chooses the inconspicuous door. The room turns out to be surprisingly spacious. It looks like a laboratory more than anything. Set out on a table, or on tables around the room, are scrolls, magical ingredients, and vials containing substances of various hues. A gnome and an elf in Razmiri cultist robes stand near one of the tables, locked in animated debate. They are so engrossed that they do not notice the commander's entrance. The commander decides to listen in on the conversation, attack the cultist search lab, slip back into the corridor. Listen in. Have you lost your mind? Adding real gold dust? We need the audience to believe in the light's magic, not to gild their hats and jackets, shouts the gnome, rolling his eyes angrily. I added yellow lily pollen last time. Everything went fine at first, the elf explains. I read the spells from the scroll and scattered the pollen. It glittered in the dim light. The congregation believed that I was really doing divine magic. Get to the point, yells the gnome, losing patience. Allergies. One of the audience members was allergic to pollen, as it turned out. Attack the cultists and search the lab. The cultists prove more agile than expected. The elf reads from a scroll and vanishes into a portal, and the gnome immediately leaps in after her. Now there is no one to disturb the commander's exploration of the laboratory. Quickly inspecting the tables, the commander discovers a large number of elixirs, ready-to-use scrolls, and spell components. After taking all the items of value, the commander considers his next steps, and chooses to take another look around. Damn, that was a huge perception check. Unfortunately, the commander fails to find anything else of value. The clamor of voices and stomping feet echoes along the corridor before quickly dying away. It seems the commander's escape has been noticed. The commander decides to hurry up the stairs. The commander climbs the stairs, leaving the dungeons behind and entering the palace. The sumptuous decor radiates solemn grandeur. Gilded handrails on the staircases and balustrades, heavy velvet drapes, carpets so thick one's feet sink into them with every step. All this is capable of inspiring awe in a commoner unaccustomed to such sights. The walls are dotted with white masks, making it seem as though Razmir himself is watching everything that happens inside the palace. However, the commander's escape from the dungeon has not gone unnoticed. Guards are rushing through the corridors, and shouts and the rattling of weapons can be heard drawing closer. Soon the commander is surrounded by armed cultists. In the name of Razmir, you are under arrest, shouts the boldest of them. Don't move. The cultist behind him starts moving their hands in ritualistic gestures. The air fills with magic once more. The same magic that fettered the commander's powers in the dungeon. Wasting no time, the commander tries to intimidate the cultists. Nope, forces his way through. A single blow is enough to drop the nearest cultist to the floor. The others immediately give up and retreat in terror. Razmir's minions lose the will to fight. He's the real deal. He really does have mythic powers, they cry. They cry out, scattering. The commander passes a dining room, a kitchen, and several side chambers. Only one door draws his attention. It is decorated with 3 masks, and it's slightly ajar. From behind it, the commander can hear the chanting of devout worshippers. Opposite it is a huge set of double doors, which must surely be the entrance to Razmir's throne room. After collecting his thoughts, the commander opens the door leading to the chapel. There is a service in progress. Masked cultists kneel in front of a portico, where a priest hidden under a mask of Razmir's mask is preaching. Yeah, from the outside, it would appear that Razmir himself is conducting a service before the Razmirs. Another huge mask hangs directly behind the priest. The commander makes a decision to listen. I am the great Razmir, and my word is the word of God, the priest says in an aged voice that is strikingly different from that of Razmir, who met the commander in the dungeons. I am the great Razmir, the cultists echo. I passed the test of the Starstone and gained divinity. My will is unyielding, the priest continues. The commander considers his next step. Keep listening. No mortal can look upon my visage and not die of exultation. I have graciously hidden my face beneath a mask, that I do not forsake my flock, says the priest. I am all merciful, affirms the flock. Having heard this, the commander prepares to keep listening. No, the mask is the extension of my will, the priest proclaims. Through masks do I gaze upon the world. Through them I am present everywhere, invisible and unstoppable. Through them my will and my power flow. I am omnipresent, intone the cultists, throwing up their hands. The cultist fervor is at once commendable and foolish, as with all cultists. Attack them. The cultists are far from eager to fight. When they notice the commander, they scatter. Some hide in curtain-covered alcoves, some dive behind the altar, and some even jump out of the windows. The clicks of secret doors opening can be heard all over the chapel. The high priest picks up the huge mask of Razmir, and with wild eyes steps into a portal that has just appeared. There's no time to look for the scattered cultists. A large gold chalice on the altar catches the commander's eye. The chalice is surprisingly light when picked up, too light. A closer look reveals its flaws, such as the chipped gilding that exposes the fake treasure's copper core. After a quick look around the chapel, the commander decides to search the altar for the real gold chalice. The commander's instincts are soon proven right. He spots a genuine relic in an inconspicuous niche under the base of the altar, a sacred golden chalice. Satisfied with the find, the commander intends to leave the chapel, go into the corridor, and open the door to the throne room. The heavy doors open on creaking, unoiled hinges. It is clear they are rarely closed, but today is a special occasion. An expansive hall is revealed behind the doors. It is hard to imagine more magnificent surroundings. The crimson carpets are embroidered with gold thread. The walls are adorned with gold inlaid masks, and the gold chandelier on the ceiling must be held up by magic. Otherwise, it surely would have fallen long ago under its mighty weight. Razmir himself is waiting for the commander with a lazy look in his eyes, and a group of cultists behind him. "Ah, my dearest guests," he says in greeting. "And when I say dear, I do mean it. It cost me dearly to capture you, and that's not to mention the damage you are doing to my palace." He nods slightly, and his cultists begin weaving their hands in spellcasting gestures once more. A wave of energy tenderly washes over the commander, enveloping him like a warm blanket. The commander tells Razmir what he's going to do to him. That's not possible. Does not hesitate and immediately attacks his opponents. There are some battles that cannot be avoided, in which retreat, which, while technically possible, is unthinkable. Some might call such battles momentous, others might call them righteous. Today the commander has met an opponent who must be defeated, one way or another. After finding his bearings, the commander launches a direct attack on the enemy without holding back or retreating, launches himself at his opponent, striking with precision, and draws back to deal another blow. Resists the enemy's spells while also striving to dampen the enemy's will. Fortitude. One after another, the cultists fall, struck down by the commander. Razmir takes a step back, finally realizing that defeating this opponent is beyond his capabilities. Suddenly, the commander's companions burst into the hall. Though they were captured in Canabras and brought to Razmir's palace, they have managed to escape captivity. Now they have come to the rescue. Rovus, who entered the portal after the commander, but found himself in another chamber, fights alongside them. The enemy's losses are heavy, but the commander is beginning to tire as well. Razmir is the first to break. "Keep fighting," he shouts. "Buy me time, you worthless creatures." He hides behind the doors, and without him, the defenses cannot stand for long. Soon all the cultists have been defeated, or have turned and fled. The commander feels a light touch on his shoulder. Glancing around, he sees Rovus. Rovus leads the commander into a side room and locks the door tight. Now would be a good time to rest and recuperate. Okay. get our people back. Kind of forget how we had everybody lined up, but I think it's like that. All right. All right, just having a sip of coffee. Everything good? Yep. No abyssal corruption here
I'm
either.
trying to discover even the slightest flaw in you, Lady Camellia, but I cannot. Confess now. You must have one imperfection?
Just the one, but I take great pains to conceal it, Count. Perhaps we should take a walk together sometime, and I shall tell you about it. Away from listening ears.
Don't do it, Darren. Please. All right. So, one thing we did figure out, I guess, from the toy box is that I don't think we got any romance this playthrough. Which is rather unfortunate.
I lead, you follow.
Examine. The table is laden with food and wine. This place is nice, isn't it? Can I talk to you guys? That's gold on the walls. I checked. Take as much as you can, man. As much as you can. Obert. I was expecting demons, but it seems we were attacked by people instead.
Commander, I'm glad to see you've made it this far.
From beneath the cultist's mask comes a familiar voice. It belongs to Rovus.
Even though we're trapped in the enemy's palace, this secluded room looks like a good place to catch our breath. If you or your companions need rest, this is the best place for it.
How did you manage to disguise yourself as a cultist? I can't see your horns or tail.
Secrets of the subtle art of disguise. I've worn thousands of guises in my life, and I can't always be a tiefling.
Who are you, Rovus? You're not... You're something more. Where are we?
We find ourselves in Razmir's palace. Whether we're in Razmirin or another of his palaces, I'm unsure.
Do you know what lies ahead?
Grand halls full of fanatics. I can't say how dangerous these cultists are, but there are plenty of them out there, so be careful.
Why'd you follow me?
Some cultists try to abduct the Crusade commander, and then he disappears into a collapsing portal. I had to follow you.
Do you know how to get out of here?
To my shame, no. I've not managed to figure it out. But there's always a way out if you look hard enough.
Do you think the citizens of Kenabres are in danger?
Razmir's lackeys wanted to make your abduction look like part of the show. It's clear they don't want everyone knowing you're missing. Most likely the townspeople are still celebrating, oblivious to what has transpired.
Good. I want to change the composition of my party. We have to find a way out.
Be careful, Commander.
It's a pity that we're not here under contract. The price on the living god's head is substantial. Hey, Ember's here. This Razmir has collected so much treasure because he wants to be loved. But no one truly loves him. They only love his riches. So true. Alright, out this way? Is this the way out? Was there a door over here? There is, but that's not the way out. Okay. Make sure we're all in the right position. I think I'd rather have you guys switched. Okay. Make sure turn base is on. Use your quiver. 3 times. Okay. Let's move out.
Move out.
Acolyte of the first step. Huh. Kill them. Yeah. You think I'm letting anybody survive this place? Are you kidding me? I'm killing all of you.
You intrigue me. Save the last one for me.
All of you are dead. That's probably not gonna work. Do that and let's get a haste spell.
They'll beg me to stop. No match for me.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Another one down. Camellia. There we go. Razmir thinks to insult me by trying to kidnap me. Ain't gonna happen, my man.
I sense something.
Some jewels. I'll take it.
I lead, you follow.
Sound the alarm! Blasphemers have invaded the temple! Sound the alarm! The enemies of the faith are here! Save yourselves! Later. Loot the temple too.
Something is not
Desecrate
right
the
here.
temple. Lore religion.
Waste of my time.
The image of a masked man in a robe. How do these people tell each other apart? I don't think they do. A bucket of gold paint. On the side of the bucket is written, "As Razmir marked my life with gold, so will I mark Kanabra's with his color." Underneath, in different handwriting, "Idiot, bring the paint back to the warehouse." So that's what all that paint was, huh? Wand of Cure Hangover. Nice. Go and unlock this. They can't hide things from me. Nobo, Conjurer of Blessings.
I just can't.
The walls are decorated with intricate carvings. Oh, we can go all the way down. Wealth is never one-sided. Someone who is rich in virtue will never be poor in money and health. Where are you going? You will see firsthand the beneficial effects of Razmir's wisdom. There you are, my child. I see you are unwell. I have a limp, Reverend. I've tried every spell and nothing helps. Razmir's generosity knows no bounds. Verily, I say to you, if you believe, you will be healed. O Razmir, I feel your grace descending upon me. A miracle. Brothers and sisters, a miracle. I'm healed. See? Razmir blesses the faithful with his gifts and ignores the miserly. Be generous in your donations, for your generosity will be returned to you 100-fold. Yeah, I'm gonna kill all of you. You're all running? Okay. Bye. Step through the mirror. I mean...
You moron, who limps like that? If you keep slacking, I'll break your legs for real. Maybe then you'll finally look convincing. We're done here. Go rehearse. We have 2 more miraculous healings today.
The Reverend looks away from his assistant and turns to you.
Well, well, well. Who do we have here? A new acolyte, it seems. You certainly look promising.
He examines you meticulously.
Are you dressed up for some special mission? It's a good costume, don't get me wrong, but you're supposed to worship in a robe and mask. All right, you're just beginning your journey. What do you want? Guidance, healing, or maybe a blessing? Oh, I know. You probably want to make a generous donation in the name of the great Razmir, a noble impulse of the soul, truly holy.
Who are you?
Who doesn't know me? I am Reverend Nubbo, a humble servant of the great Razmir. Everyone wants to hear my sermons, and when they do, they are forever changed. How many times have I been told, "Oh, Reverend Nubbo, your sermon has turned my life around." You want to change your life, don't you? You want a beautiful mask and a high-ranking robe? Then miss no sermons and spare no gold for donations. And bring your friends. The more you bring, the faster you'll rise through the ranks.
What were you preaching here?
A service for the chosen. I don't know who usually conducts weekly sermons here, but this week I, a priest of the 25th step, was invited. I once preached for 3 days in a row. Everyone was crying so much that we were knee-deep in tears. Each of my sermons is an unmissable event. By the way, as a token to remember this event, you will soon be able to buy a unique blessed amulet from me.
What is your sermon about?
Today, I am talking about the 2 types of gold. The gold of faith,
which is kept in the soul, and the gold of earth, which lies in the purse. One cannot exist without the other. Razmir grants wealth to those who are faithful, and punishes the faithless with poverty. To get rich, both spiritually and financially, you need to follow 7 simple rules. As for what they are, I will tell you in a separate sermon, for a separate donation.
Didn't you hear the sound of fighting?
Fighting? Within the walls of this sacred monastery, the only battle being waged is a spiritual one, against one's unbelief, laziness, and negative thinking. First, I preached a sermon. Then we sang a hymn on the steps to prosperity. No outside noise would dare enter this hall and disturb our pious concentration.
I have an incredibly strange feeling right now. Almost as if something like this happened to someone I know.
What's that mirror next to you?
If you were meant to know that, you'd already know, wouldn't you?
What if Razmir wanted me to learn it from you?
You have a way with words. Fine, it's not a big secret anyway. These mirrors were created by the great Razmir to make it easier for his faithful servants to move between his numerous palaces. A portal is hidden in each of these mirrors, but which mirror leads where is a secret few people know.
Okay, I'm tired of your ranting. Die.
Help! Heathens! Heretics! Help! They're killing us!
The heartbeat quickens.
Yeah, your little god invited the somebody in front of me. Let me move up just in case. I was gonna say invited the devil into your home, but I guess I'm a demon. It's distinctly different. Same concept though. Alright, so we can step through there. Take a look around. This is where you fought Razmir's minions when you made your way to the throne room. The bodies have already been removed, but they have not had time to wipe away the blood. Man, we're not messing around. I guess I took a nap, right? There's another room over here, though. I don't know, like, how extensive this place is, but... Hello. I'm having dinner. I'm gonna kill you all.
Well, well, look who finally decided to show up. Neophytes, I take it. I suppose the splendor of this palace has left you completely stunned, huh? You can stare at it some more later. Come and eat before the food runs out. While you're busy gawping, your brothers and sisters are clearing the table.
This guy looks awesome back here. Wow. Who are you?
Oh, may the living God save me from neophytes. You must learn to distinguish who is who by the details on their masks and robes. Otherwise, you'll quickly become confused. I'm Valestri, your superior. Now, are there any more questions? Or are we going to eat?
What's the occasion?
Today is a special day. Reverend Knubbo himself has come to us with a sermon.
Oh, yeah.
The great Razmir granted him infinite wisdom and the gift of healing. While we are enjoying bodily food here, there is a spiritual feast in the opposite hall. When you've had enough of one, you can go taste the other. Isn't it wonderful?
It is. You don't mind my appearance.
Mind it. I love it. The makeup, the illusions. You are an example to all neophytes.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
But of course, walking around the palace without a mask and robe is improper. As soon as you finish your meal, go change your clothes.
There's been a massacre in the palace. A dangerous criminal broke out of the dungeons and is now on a rampage.
Are you joking? If there was a massacre here, we would have heard something, wouldn't we? Not funny.
The cultist speaks evenly. He is an excellent actor. But at your words, his henchmen begin to shift nervously in their chairs, looking at each other and biting their lips. The cultists here definitely know about the fighting in the palace. I'll kill you all.
Figured it out, have you? To arms, faithful servants of Razmir. The enemy is here. May the might of our faith crush the wicked.
The enemy will fall before the faces of the living God. Activate the mask golem. Yeah, you'll need it.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah, I actually didn't figure it out. So I just wanted to kill you all. Hope that's okay. Doop and doop. You're gone.
They'll beg me to stop.
Charge him. Good. I didn't see all you guys hiding behind the chairs like that. Alright, do that, and yep, we need another haste. Alright, you're gonna charge. I guess you're charged to him. And kill him too. Yep. Piece of cake. Nenio, kill that mask. And move away from that guy. Yes, move closer. Come to me. Ah, you missed. Ah, you missed. Ah, you missed. Oh, you are all way too weak to be fighting me.
No match for me.
I guess the golem's strong.
It should work. Is it flawed? I'll cut you wide open.
Good. Alright, kill that mask.
Me and die quickly.
Can you... No. Well, come up here. Destroy him. Move over here. That thing just explode. Hit him. Wow, that's a lot of masks over here. I didn't even notice. Wait, I don't see him now. Weird. Masks? There you go. Window kill.
They'll beg me to stop.
The spirits demand your blood.
Beautiful.
I will pierce your heart.
Piercing hearts.
See to your demise.
Where's this last one at? Oh, right there.
Let's hear you cry.
There we go. Yep, I will kill all of Razmir's servants. Alright, so now we go through that window. Or mirror, rather. And see where it takes us. Step through. Holy shit, it's dark. Oh, here we go. Hello.
No one stands in my way.
First blood.
I told you I'm killing all of you. You guys didn't believe me. Maybe now you will. Okay, all the masks are gone. Or all the people are gone, rather.
And now you die.
And now you die. Alright. Go ahead and do this again. Piece of cake. Loot them all. Another Lord Religion. The lavish palace in the pinnacle is the pinnacle of luxury. Alright. Through the portal. Okay. Fire.
No time for debates.
Immune?
It should work. Is it flawed?
You are today's
It is flawed.
sacrifice.
Today's sacrifice.
Precision and grace.
You won't recover.
You're probably immune to that too. Probably. I can't recharge these guys. That's weird.
Go for their hearts.
One down. Alright, you can charge him.
Indulge me and die
Dead.
quickly. I'll remove this obstacle.
He is immune. Okay. Okie dokie. No idea where my
No match
person
for me.
is. There we go. Ooh. Blade of the Crimson Moon. +5 adamantine Vorpal longsword shimmers with inner crimson light. Whenever its wielder makes an attack roll with it, they have a 15% chance to roll twice and take the better result. In Vorpal blades, isn't that... Oh, it doesn't say. Or in Vorpal blades, isn't that like... I thought it's like they have... Maybe that's D&D. But they can decapitate, right? Tome of Ancient Perfection. Anyone who reads this book permanently gains a +4 bonus to all ability scores. Holy crap, dude. Our ability scores are going to be insane by the end of this game. Boom. Oh, it didn't work on this. Oh, weird. Well, oh well. We're even stronger on a lot of other things. Maybe I already have inherent bonuses.
I lead.
And those don't stack. What is that? The huge mask of Razmir is enveloped in magic. Determine the nature of Razmir's
It
enchantments.
went splendidly.
This spell enveloping the mask are close to the ones Razmir used to bind your powers in the dungeon. Dismissing Razmir's enchantment is trivial. Your power returns to you. Oh, nice. Okay, I guess I go back now? Oh, what's this? Page from a diary. Our God teaches us that anyone who wholeheartedly pursues power and success will attain them if they follow his teachings. I took that lesson to heart. I committed myself to his precepts, and he took notice. He has blessed me with his wisdom and strength. He has permitted me to take his form and appear to others in his name. I have followed in his steps, and now I am closer to him than anyone else in the flock. I understand him better than the rest of the clergy. Our God desires more power. Why? Is it because there is no limit to the pursuit of power? I often think about how I will help my Lord grow stronger. I see myself in him, and him in me. I know where more power can be obtained. I will present my plan to my master. Another step forward, another step closer to him. Okay. Wonder if Razmir is not actually Razmir, the one we've been talking to. Where am I going? Like, where am I supposed to go?